Hey, welcome back. Ted here from youlearnguitar.com, and we are going to pick up on pattern number 2 of the minor pentatonic scale. This would be known as the D shape for those of you who are familiar with the caged system. If you're not, be sure to go to my website, youlearnguitar.com. That's the letter U, and check out my theory page. And I believe there's a page that is called What is Caged? That's C-A-G-E-D. And you'll get a nice explanation of this cage system that works so well for mapping out the fretboard. Okay, our previous pattern we had was the one that started on the 5th fret from 5 to 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. Okay, that was known as the E shape. Okay, we are going to the next shape, which is the D shape. Okay, that's this shape we're looking at right here. If we start down here, this would be our 6th string, just like if you're reading tab. We're starting at the 8th fret, okay, with our middle finger. We're going to go 8th fret, 10th fret, up to the 5th string, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 9, 8, 10, 8, 10. Okay, so let's do that. Here's what that looks like. 6th string, 8th fret, middle finger, 8, 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 9, 8, 10, 8, 10. Okay? Alright? Now, there's a part of this scale that I want to point out that's very useful. And that is this little area right here. Okay, starting at the 9th fret, 3rd string, going to the 8th fret, 2nd string, 10th fret, 2nd string, 8th fret, 1st string, 10th fret, 1st string. As you're looking down on it from above your fretting hand, it looks like a little house. Okay, so we got the point here, the roof here, right in the middle, and then the sides there. There are so many licks that come out of that little area. Anytime you've ever heard Albert King or Stevie Ray Vaughan, okay, play those licks, that's right out of there. Okay, so just like we did with the first pattern, just kind of, once you got that pattern under your fingers, just kind of noodle around with it. Okay, so as you'll find, it doesn't sit under the fingers as comfortably as that first pattern, but there are still lots of things you can do with it. There's always a section of each of these scales where you just find this wealth of comfortable licks. And where the power of this scale really comes in is when you combine it with our first pattern. And the most common place to do that is when you get up to the, whoops, sorry, my bad. When you get up to the 7th fret, 3rd string of our first pattern, and then move up to the 9th fret, which brings you into the next pattern. So I'm sliding in there. Okay? So again, I'm going, starting at the first pattern, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, slide up to 9, 8, 10, 8, 10. I can come back down the same way. 10, 8, 10, 8, 9, slide to 7, 5, 7, 5. Okay? You can connect the scales anywhere. But that's just a really great place to start. Okay? One thing I want to show you here, this is kind of interesting. If I am moving to this position and coming back to the first pattern, I will use my ring finger on the third string and my middle finger on the second string. Okay, that kind of sets me up to come back to that first pattern. But if I'm going to continue on with this second pattern, I'll slide here with my middle finger, and then my index finger will be here, 8th fret second string. Okay, so you might wonder, well, how do I know if I'm coming back here, if I'm going up here? And that's a big part of improvisation, is hearing in your head what you're going to play before you play it. Okay, a split second before you play it. So I know if I'm coming back to the first pattern, then I'm going to use my ring finger and my middle finger. If I'm going to be ascending, going higher, okay, then I'm going to use my middle finger, my index finger. Okay, the next thing we're going to do with these two scales is learn a solo that uses these two scale patterns exclusively. So just the 5 notes of the pentatonic scale. So hope to see you there. Thanks a lot.